like fucking 70 degrees outside. How do you have breath coming out?
Fuck if I know.
That's a true sign of a demon.
Oh my God, really? You
How much you want to bet?
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
What's going on, guys?
So who are you guys?
I'm Queso.
I'm Sean.
Pepper Tree Dan.
And
this is nothing to see.
Yeah. And we're at Proctor Valley Road in San Diego, kind of
Reporting live.
reporting live during the witching hour. We are by Chula Vista. This is the most haunted place in San Diego, supposedly. You feel shit?
I don't think it's the most haunted place in San Diego. There's like the Whaley House, and then you got all those other places. But this is
the Whaley House. I think the name in itself makes me not want to go there. The
An old blues musician died in the Whaling House.
All right, so this area, right, this road right here that connects two cities. I don't know the name of the other one because it's too hard to pronounce, but I know that one's Chula Vista.
Is that Mexico?
Chula Vista's back that way, and then Jamul.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much.
Or Hamul or
Hamul. I'm not going to embarrass myself, but you can. Here we are, and this place is things of legends. I mean, it's got all the stories you need. Yeah. To me, it's pretty damn cliche. I've heard these stories in every other location I've been in, and I don't feel scared. I know this motherfucker over here, fucking Pepper Tree Dan.
Pepper Tree Dan.
Pepper Tree Dan
feels a fucking weight of energy.
I feel like I'm 16 years old, like hiding from my parents, drinking a beer in some fucking dirt road. That's what I feel like.
They were like crouching down in this little ditch and shit.
I think the only thing that scares me in this are getting stabbed by like random ass homeless people.
I don't know if there's gonna be homeless people out here.
We're out in the middle of nowhere.
Where are they gonna stay?
I feel like I would want to be like that route. I'd be in the middle of nowhere. But anyways, guys, we are here live, like we were saying, and we're gonna start telling you some stories about this place. And hopefully something happens to us. I don't think shit's gonna happen.
Yeah. I mean, nothing ever does.
Dano, you were here before, right? You saw the demon car we're talking about?
Both of you guys were here, right?
I've seen the demon car.
Demon car? What's that?
Yeah. Car shows up out of nowhere. Headlights. Fucking guns in blaze. Headlights coming. All of a sudden, you look back, there's nothing there. Yeah. And it happened to me, Pepper Tree Sean, and it's happened to our lady tigers.
So anyways, yeah, the legend of this story is when you drive down this road, all of a sudden this car appears behind you at a distance where you can't make it out, and it just shines its lights on you, follows you, and then when you get to the end of the road, well, I did hear somebody walking behind me. Did you fucking hear that? That was kind of weird.
I can't hear anything.
That was kind of weird.
No,
I saw Daniel turn around.
I heard it.
Yeah, I don't believe his shit, but I did hear something walking. That was kind of creepy. I just don't want a fucking animal attacking me because I got my back to the fucking forest. All right, anyways, so this car follows
Okay, just to clarify, we're in like a fucking prairie. We're not in a forest.
It's no trees.
It's a fucking valley, man.
I kind of mix forest with a lot of things. I kind of have like only a few different ecosystems I know: beach, forest, and desert. But anyways, this car would follow you down the road, try to scare the shit out of you. I never read a story of it killing you, but you get to the end of the road, it stops.
What happens if you stop?
Yeah, that's the whole thing about the story is I don't know what happens if the car does anything or it's just some fucking weird creep stalker dude.
What if we encounter it? Should we stop?
Dude, we can hitch a ride.
Fuck, dude, I'll stop.
Yeah, that's called local traffic.
Yeah, there's a car coming off the road.
You know, there are...
Yeah, the demon car.
You know, I got one question about the demon car. What demon car? What is the model car of the demon car?
It's a Model T.
Because I want to know what the demon's driving. Like, what is it? Like,
it's back to the early 1800s. It's a Model T.
The Model T was in the 1900s, dog. But anyways, so what do like demon cars drive? Like, what is? Do they drive stick or automatic?
Fuck. Well, I don't even think it's a car.
I think I got you on that one. Yeah. I think nobody's thought about this. That's pretty awesome.
But I think
the demon car is a Ford Pinto going because
you want to know why nobody knows what it is?
Because it doesn't exist.
Because, all right, so I found a little story of it.
Of the demon car? You got some history?
Not really. Just, tales
there's history.
I feel like you just
articles being told.
Right there.
I wish, man.
Fucking teasing me.
Dude.
All right, what's your history?
That's the thing is like most of these things don't even have any history.
Spit it
it's just
out,
like
son.
fucking.
I want to know.
All right. So the legend of the ghost car. There's been like reports of demon headlights that cause you Cause you? What the fuck's wrong with me? I can't even read
What does
my
it
own
cause you to
writing.
do?
They chase you.
They chase you. They cause you
Yeah,
to be chased.
They do.
Yeah, they chase you
Well,
while
I
you're
mean-
driving down Proctor Valley Road, and then supposedly while you're driving down the road, you notice headlights like racing behind you and shit, like just fucking
Seen it.
speeding
Wait.
up.
I got a
How
quick
much you
question.
want?
What is the speed limit for when a chase becomes a chase? So
I
I'm
don't
getting
know.
followed by a car at 20 miles an hour. I'm
This-
not really
this
considering
road
He
it a
didn't
chase.
say high speed chase. He just said chase.
But I mean, at 10 miles an hour, is that a chase?
I could chase you at like Michael Myers at fucking -2 miles an hour, and I could chase you.
all right, go for it, brother.
Yeah. It's just
Is
a
that the demon
car.
car passing by?
Hopefully, let's see what's
Son
up.
of a bitch.
So, of course, we guys are reporting live, so you will hear things like this car driving by. But and we were putting the microphone to the car, and there are no demons at this car. You know what? That car
That's
looks.
just that's a civilian.
That's a Toyota RAV4. You know what? That car looks like a cat in heat with his ass up in the air.
What the hell?
I'm just saying that's my first observation of that car. So, and
That's a resident.
all right. So go back to the story.
Yeah. Anyways, so like once it's chasing you, it's like almost like it's trying to run you off the road and shit. You know.
But I
Like-
heard the car
Very
doesn't
true,
get
very
that
true.
close.
And it's like no matter how fast you go, it like always ends up like right behind you.
Yeah, all right. So in the story, this car it never gets close to you. It always
No,
like,
it gets really close to you.
Just right up on your ass.
does
Yeah,
it bump
like-
you?
I don't know. I've never.
Why is it running off your? I think it's a little tailgating. It's a shitty driver.
Yeah.
Let's
Maybe.
just let me
Maybe.
just tell you. Hold on.
Wait, we got another demon car coming.
Too many cars around here.
We don't need a pause for every car.
Yeah, dude.
It's gonna go. Well, hello, 2003 Toyota Camry. It's good to see you.
Damn, he's zooming.
But anyways,
Anyways,
What?
there's guardrails on both sides.
Yeah,
How are you
it's
gonna
a-
get run off the road?
what?
There's guardrails on both sides of this road.
Yeah.
We're sitting in front of one.
thank you for that observation.
Yeah.
How are you gonna get ran
Thanks,
off
Dan.
the road?
You're probably gonna crash into the guardrail,
guardrail,
and just
yeah.
die. Your
That's
car's
not
gonna
ran
blow
off
up
the
like in
road,
the
that's
goddamn movies.
Crashing into a guardrail.
Okay. All right. We're
Sorry, I didn't word
We're
the
sorry,
fucking thing right.
peppercorn tree, motherfucker. I didn't know you wanted to be like so literal about the terminology
Fucking
or
metal
anything.
Dan.
Hey, guess what, man? That car ain't picking your ass up because I'm already annoyed by you. So, is there a body count?
I have-
Demons
no.
are much different than ghosts.
How?
Demons are summoned from the gates of hell. Ghosts are like wandering around in fucking what do you call that shit?
Limbo?
No, it is limbo, but it's called
Limbo?
Purgatory?
purgatory. Thank you very much.
Oh, you just wanted to say a 3-syllable word when you had limbo in your hand.
No, these ghosts are wandering around in purgatory
All right.
because they ain't got nowhere to goddamn go. But demons are summoned from hell to fuck
And then where do
you
they
up.
live?
Well, why is this demon
They
not on
live
the
out
body
in
count?
Proctor Valley Road. They live in
Yeah.
Merino Valley. They fucking live tons of places. You
All right,
just don't know.
Okay, so let's finish up this demon car because it's not that exciting because I'm just seeing a car that just wants to be a creep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, once you get to the end of the road, like you'll just like if you turn back, you'll notice that like the lights start to
They
dissipate.
disappear and shit.
And then you notice that there's no car attached to the lights.
All right, let's tell the listeners really quick though. We are by the border right here,
Yeah.
and there's heavy border patrol. What do you call it? God damn it, I can't think of the fucking word.
Border Patrol? Is that
No,
what you call
like
it?
what do you do when you're like
Immigration?
things when you're
When you
God,
think, fuck, I don't know.
God damn, I'm so mad.
It's purgatory.
No, but they're patrolling.
Yeah, okay.
There's a lot of border patrol patrolling the area, and they're probably sitting in areas following you.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that go pulled over here all the
Are
time.
they stalking you?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I know you guys said like border patrol and shit rolls through here, but I mean, there's neighborhoods. I doubt they're going to be coming through here too much.
Yeah, there's border patrol everywhere in
I
our
don't
area, dude.
see.
Yeah, I don't see what,
One
yeah,
neighborhood.
What are you talking? What are all those lights over?
That
like
may be a
fucking
water
5 miles
treatment.
away,
That-
dude.
that's,
Over yonder,
Yeah,
man.
over yonder.
that's a water treatment plant.
How far is yonder?
Yeah, the house is at the horizon.
Those are not track homes.
Okay, so we're over yonder. It's gonna take like 4 fortnights to get there, motherfucker, on horseback. Okay, so we got the demon car.
Yeah. What about the lady?
Oh, the lady? Okay. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
right
but-
before you tell the story.
Yeah.
Every haunted place has a lady. And let me ask you a question. Is she wearing a white dress?
Yeah, either white or blue.
Of course. So we are at the cliche story that's at every haunted site. So this lady, and I've heard about her too as well. I'm gonna tell you the story I heard.
Okay.
You drive down this road.
Mhm.
She's just this lady in a fetal position.
Yeah.
You pull over. If you get out of the car, she kills you.
Mhm.
But then the other story I read was if you don't stop and you finish the road, she kills you.
So either way,
You're dead.
you're fucking killed.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, there's no surviving, man.
You know what this lady sounds like?
What?
Some 1950 cliche story so kids don't have sex.
What? I don't know. I don't know how that has anything to do with
What
sex.
are you getting at?
Well, I'm getting at the fact that it's another backstory of a prom night thing gone wrong.
Kids don't have sex.
Hey, don't pick up a stranger. You know?
And don't have
Don't
sex.
have sex while the lady's in your car,
Well, if you
man.
look at all these
A
backstories.
1950s cliche.
No, dude,
don't
fuck
have
you guys.
sex.
I'm just saying, every time I hear these stories, it's all the same story of somebody who had some tragic experience on prom night that haunts a lonely road. And that's all these roads we've gone to, all these things, it's
She
the
could be
same
like
story. And it's either there's white dress, blue dress, she could be a banshee, all of that.
So yeah, there's a
To me, that just sounds
banshee?
like, dude, first of all, there's so many of these stories in all these places that are the same, and it just sounds like some dare program crap where they just don't want you to go do drugs and have sex. I'm just saying.
Dare to keep kids off drugs and from having sex.
with local hitchhikers.
All right. We'll go to another story because I got a badass story about this place that actually makes me go, this is pretty fucking crazy.
Wait, man, but what about this lady?
All
Yeah,
right.
wait.
Yeah.
A white, a blue.
Sorry, I was just going over the lady. Okay, tell me about the lady.
All right. So there's a woman who apparently haunts the road.
5859,
I truly believe
5657,
it.
blonde, blue.
Dude, I don't know. I haven't seen her.
I didn't even know she's a lady.
Well, because I mean, obviously people have seen her.
Because ladies wear dresses.
What the
What? What are you talking about?
That's why they think it's a lady, okay?
Well, some people like describe her as a lady in blue, and others claim that she's a lady wearing white with like a really fucked up, deformed face. Obviously, because she like fucking died out here or something.
No, she died.
There's 3 different things. Okay, so one is your story about the prom. You know, like she was driving down the road and then she had a bad accident and ended up killing herself. Or she didn't kill herself, but obviously in the car crash. And then now,
Well, I mean, technically, if she was driving dangerously, she killed herself.
yeah, you're right. And then now,
We're going
whenever
to put
she's
the responsibility on that situation on her.
yeah, that's her fault. And then, so the reason why she's trying to hitchhike is because she's trying to get off the road. But like you said, if you pick her up, she'll end up killing you right then and there. But if you don't pick her up, she'll kill you all at the end of the road. So either way, you're dead. You know, that's stupid.
Yeah.
And then another one goes that she was like some lady that was brutally fucking raped and murdered on the road, and then now she's like trying to seek revenge for her fucking death and shit. So she's like out for revenge to kill everybody she meets.
Justified. I get it. I
Right.
get it. Yeah.
Like an eye for an eye.
You know, fucking I Spit on Your Grave. That's a good movie.
You know,
It kind of
that's
reminds
It's
me
a
of that.
good movie, but
Movie.
I don't know.
That's-
Anybody who can rewatch that movie might have some mental problems. See it
Yeah,
once, don't need
I
to
can
see it
only
again.
watch it once.
That
Yeah,
whole
that-
genre of
that
music,
scene was
movies,
fucked
I've
up,
seen
man.
a lot of them, and I don't know. I'm just not into that. It kind of bothers me.
Yeah, like that whole rape scene was so fucked up, man. But like the whole thing after was like so badass.
House on the Edge of the Park, all those. But anyways, but like Carlos and Queso, like honestly, these stories seem to be shared on all these haunted locations. Now, is it just that it's folklore in these areas, or is it just a bunch of bullshit about some people that were bored and want to make the spot they go drink out sound cooler?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't find any like research or any like articles of like anybody dying on this road. Well, I mean, yeah, there's plenty of deaths that happen here, but
I think-
nothing pertaining to.
In the story, you
That
brought up a
certain
good
thing.
point of all the research I've done. For every story, there's like 3 different ways to tell the story.
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, are you guys ready?
All right. What you can come
So
up and
I have a great story about this place, and it's the Havens Bakery.
okay.
So there's this bakery. I don't remember what fucking year it is because like that was the only part of the information I didn't care about.
Uh huh.
So this bakery existed, and this guy had a family, lived over out by the road as well. This guy goes home from work and finds his daughters hanging in his basement.
Daughters.
Daughters, I don't know. The plurality of it all doesn't
Well,
make.
you said you know the story.
Tell it right, man.
I glanced over. I looked at the cliff notes, okay? So anyways, his daughter, sorry, not plural, daughter, was hanging.
Uh-huh.
So he flips and he goes back to the bakery and murders everybody inside, customers and his fucking workers. Now this bakery becomes abandoned.
Wait. So he found her dead.
Yeah.
At his house?
At his house.
And then he went back to the bakery?
He went back to the bakery.
Are you sure they didn't live at the bakery?
No, because that's the other story.
Oh.
The other story is he lived at the bakery, went down to the basement and killed his family and then killed himself. But all you guys can research it yourself and make me look like an idiot with our email. I got you.
Please do.
Nonetheless, so that's fucking crazy, right?
Yeah.
So this place ends up being haunted for years, and anybody goes there, it's all paranormal things. But let me ask you this. The motherfucker got torn down as a goddamn Walgreens on top of it. How is that not fucking haunted? Does it just stop? Does the name of the business stop the haunting? Because I'm really looking for
2020. You're gonna build a Walgreens over everything.
Because I'm really, but like honestly, I'm looking at like a Ghostbuster scenario. I go to the beer aisle and open the freezer door, and there's a fucking demon dog looking at me.
Dude, that'd be so fucking
Right?
scary.
What
Imagine that
beer
shit.
would he be promoting? Would he hand you a beer, the demon dog?
Dude, he'd be promoting St. Ides because that's the fucking monster.
I feel like a demon beer
Sorry,
would
but
be 211. He hands you 211.
Yeah,
and he
my
goes,
dog.
Have you had St. Ides? That shit fucking, ooh, that's
All right, but
rough.
again, the story has, like I said a minute ago, the other version of the story is that he killed his family and went crazy. And you have a third story about this, right?
Isn't that the story you just said?
Well, no, the first one is
Basically.
they found him dead, and then the other one is he killed them.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what fits people's narrative and what they want to do to scare people, but that's pretty crazy, and that did exist. But you know what I found about this place, though, unlike other places?
What?
There are articles in newspapers that actually have a museum, dude.
For what?
Where is this museum at?
The museum is around the area by the top of the road, and it talks about the monster.
Oh,
Called the Museum
monster.
of Natural Science.
Yes. The Proctor Valley Monster is like one of the biggest stories that are around here.
Scientific phenomenon, dude.
All right.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right.
Dude, okay, so this shit's fucking wild.
Wait,
man.
pause really quick, guys.
Okay, what?
You guys scared yet?
No.
No, right? Yeah,
Fuck
you
yeah,
scared?
I'm scared. Dude.
Yeah. What do you feel, man?
You don't go fucking around with my dogs. You don't go fucking around with demons.
Why?
And you don't go fucking around with the Natural Science History Museum.
But, all right, guys, let's get back on track here. And I know we got a bunch of more stories, so
Good stories.
let's touch on the monster. I know there's a lot to this,
Yeah.
but let's touch on a little bit.
Dude,
about
this shit gets out of fucking hand, man.
Well, the fucking monster story.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you expect?
So the monster stories, it dates back like over 100 years ago or something. I guess like there was like this is like a bunch of ranches and shit around here, and
Old farmland.
yeah. Well, before now it's just all
I really don't know that.
suburban area.
I
and
just
shit.
assume that.
Yeah, and then so there was like a bunch of like cattle that went missing, like cattle mutilations and shit, and that's when like the first reports that there was a monster out there killing things, and then pets would go missing and all this bullshit, blah blah blah, and there was also a story where
I feel like you blah 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 over like the interesting part.
there was no interest.
I feel like you fast forward on me and I wasn't asking to. You're like going at 1.5 speed. All right, so we passed blah blah blah.
And there's also another story where this man, he went into town to go get like farming supplies, like fencing and.
Was he on horseback?
I don't fucking know, dude.
Was he like the dude from
It's
Red
like the
Dead?
1900s. They had cars back
1920,
then, man.
This ain't no
Who
horse
had
and
cars?
carriage
Were you?
shit.
Oh yeah, you had enough money to afford a car. Motherfucker, there's a horseback. You know that.
Motherfucker, I wasn't born anytime close to 1920.
So, anyways, this man went to town to go get his supplies and shit, and then he left his wife and his 2 teenage daughters there. And when he came back, he couldn't find like any trace of them. The only thing he found was like a bunch of blood splattered everywhere and a piece of his wife's torn up dress. So they think it was the monster who came in, snatched him up, and killed him. I mean, I don't know.
They blamed a monster. Like when people investigate that, they usually blame the parents or somebody close to the family.
Yeah,
That's why
But
you know
their
it's a
go-to
monster.
is a monster.
right.
It wasn't that fool right there.
And
That
it's
weird
just
ass
so
looking
convenient
fool.
that he left.
It was a monster.
Right?
It was Man Bear Pig that took him out.
Right.
Yeah. But, dude, so I heard a story about the monster, again, with a family where everybody's sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
They woke up, and this family was missing their 2 kids. Completely disappeared. Never found them anything. I believe there's articles on this, too, about this. And was this the one where they found the monster's footprint outside?
No, that was until later on. But I guess like one of like the main things, I guess sorry, I just had a fucking spider web in my face.
Okay, cool. We'll just pause for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the dinner. Okay.
Oh,
Everybody.
Yeah, you're afraid of a spider web.
Yeah. All right. Are we waiting for Queso? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Daniel, check on him really quick. Is he good?
Am I good?
Spiders on you?
check me, Mister Fucking.
Hold on, let me turn my headlamp.
Pepper Dick Dan. Dude.
Legends of Pepper Dick Dan.
Daniel, there's your demon car right there. No, it's a
No,
Ford
that's
Fiesta.
That's a civilian.
All right, gotcha. All right, we got sidetracked again. Monster.
Yeah, well, one of the main stories was about a 2 teenage couple, and they came out here to have sex. Can you believe it?
Oh
Jesus,
God,
what I was
no.
talking about.
Wait, and what year was this again?
I don't know, probably like 19 somethings.
Swear to God, all this shit's like the 40s and 50s. They didn't have anything to do back then but tell some bullshit ass story to get their kids to stay in line instead of teach them about sex.
And then so these kids were driving down this road, and their car just suddenly stopped. So the kid went out to go investigate. Either he went out to go investigate or he went out to go get help or something. And he never returned. So the chick ended up falling asleep, and she started hearing like a bunch of weird noises outside. And all of a sudden, she just like heard scraping on top of the car all night and shit.
Yo,
It sounds
real
like
creepy.
Jeepers Creepy.
Hey, this car's rolling up behind us. Why has it got his daytime rain lights all trying to creep? Not even have his headlights on. Is this the demon car?
Could be Border Patrol.
Nothing
to see here.
Anyways, so she heard a bunch of scratching, and then early in the morning, the police found her, or they found the car, and then once they got out of the car, they're like, asking her what happened, and she like told them how her boyfriend went out, and they're like, well, what was he wearing? And she like described it, and then the cops like, don't look back, and then she's like, why, and then she's like, and then I guess like eventually
don't ask why, God damn it, just fucking don't.
What was he wearing?
And then eventually she looked back, and the boyfriend was hanging from the tree all mangled up, and like
Oh, that story is like every damn city. It's
so
like,
the
that's like
scratching,
the Hook guy story.
the scratching was just him dangling back and
Dude,
forth,
oh my
scratching the
God.
top of the car,
That's
and like
frightening.
they found like a bunch
How's
of
that frightening? How have you not heard that story like in anywhere you've been? That's
then-
like the Hook guy. It's like
Anywhere I've
scraping, but it's
been.
the foot, the guy's feet on top of the car.
yeah.
I've been as far as Proctor Valley Road.
What?
I don't even know what you.
Anywhere I've been.
What are you talking about? You're going to leave you at Proctor Valley Road. You're going to be the next ghost of it, dude. You'll be the hitchhiker that never make it. I want to go home, but I don't know where. Hey, peppercorn dick. I mean, damn. Hey, so does that transition to this letter yet or no?
No.
Alright.
Dude. Okay, this shit gets fucking insane. So now this is where I found some dates. This was back in like 1960 area.
Good year.
It's a good year.
I wish it was like swinging
Summer of
jazz
love,
music.
baby. Summer of
That
love.
was, what, 60? That was the late 60s. This is like swinging or do.
Like the first article I found was printed in 1968. So
Summer of love.
the late 60s.
All right,
Summer
he
love.
was right.
And this is where like the whole like madness and manic fucking shit happened with it. Like everyone's like going crazy and like trying to search for the monster and all this shit. But dude, okay,
Could this be like because of LSD by chance?
I don't know,
I
dude.
don't know.
What do you think it's like?
Timothy
Never
Leary
mind.
just
Yeah,
walking
that's what I
down
was
Proctor
gonna
Valley
say,
Road.
but it's just.
What are you gonna say? You're gonna say
I was
nothing.
gonna say Timothy Leary, but that's cliche as shit.
All right. So let's talk about what it looks like.
Oh, the monster?
Yeah. Okay, so I found 4 different things that it could be.
I feel like that's just a common thread about this place.
Right, dude. Okay. Just wait till you hear them. They're fucking ridiculous. Okay, so one was like a DJ hosted like a monster search party in in like the
What was that?
in like the 1970s, and this is like after all like the the shit came out and everyone was all trying to look for it. So
Are they even called DJs or are they just doing disco?
I don't know, dude.
Disco jockeys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
disco jockeys.
disco jockeys.
God damn it, the abbreviation makes sense now.
And I guess while they were on the search, like somebody saw a big old flying monster, like a big hairy flying monster.
With a giant
They weren't afraid, they were intimidated.
a big fucking pendulum.
And the most common one is just like a kind of like a Bigfoot type thing. It's like an 8-foot tall ape type creature. So, so I guess like a Bigfoot, you know. And I guess this is like around. And then next, whatever description is of a bovine creature, which is like this
A mad cow.
this monster that has like a fucking cow head and just like a beast body. Kind of like a centaur type thing,
Yeah.
maybe.
Really, we're making
Like a
centaurs
fucking-
with cows?
Like a dude in a goddamn horse body.
We didn't mention horses whatsoever. Remember, we're talking about cows. That's the whole bovine thing.
I don't know what bovine is. Sorry, I don't give a fuck about what bovine is. I'm talking about a dude with a horse body.
All I gotta say is though, like, kind of a bitch ass monster.
Why is that?
I'm not hearing about claws. I'm not hearing about teeth.
Well, did you hear about the big fucking dick?
The pendulum.
That's what was hitting the car. It wasn't his fucking feet.
It
It
was.
was the monster's dick. And
He's just fly by. Sorry, I know it's
Kaboom!
it's a nuisance. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And then, so another one, legend goes that there was a farmer out here and he was like conducting experiments on his cows and he created some weird type of fucking cow monster. Dude, what the fuck? Like how? Like some
Who
Frankenstein
makes
shit?
that decision in life?
So
Who's sitting in their library in their study? Go. You know what?
the
We're
guy.
gonna experiment. We're gonna make a cow fuck. What's a
A
cow fuck?
what?
Yeah,
Cow and
no.
what the fuck? A cow fuck.
Exactly.
I don't know. Yeah.
So how you make a cow monster is plain and simple. The farmer fucked a cow.
What the hell? What?
Half
what-
human, half cow.
That makes sense.
Gives you a fucking cow. So you got a human running around with a fucking cow head. Human cow.
A cow fuck.
Cow
A cow.
fuck.
What the fuck, dude?
The farmer fucked a cow.
A cow fuck. Yeah. Okay. I got you. I got you.
All right, so check this one out, dude. This is fucking. Oh,
Are we gonna get scared yet, or are we just?
no, this is just ridiculous. This is like the most ridiculous one I found.
Okay, cool. Because we've
Okay,
been
so-
going down ridiculous levels.
So, all right, so this is like an old timer, type story.
Old timing man.
So down yonder, which is down south, there's a lake. It's called Otay Lake.
I don't know why you're talking like this. We just show up here in a yonder.
The
and all that.
yonder, man.
Yeah, you've never said that in your life, but now it's been dropped like 4 times.
Dude, it's the demon man's possessing me to say.
He's possessing you to talk old timey.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the little do 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 do.
So, anyways, this man was saying that down at the lake there was this man on his boat, and somehow like he fell over, and he ended up drowning. But instead of dying, there was like some weird power that like.
Are you sure the story's about this place? Because there isn't a fucking lake here.
There's a lake
Where?
down that way.
I don't hear running water. Down that way, that's a fucking ocean, dog. That ain't a lake. That's just
There's a fucking lake.
All right, we're gonna Google map this shit. I bet you
Do
$5
it.
bucks.
Okay, pull it up.
$5 lake.
All right.
What's the mile radius on this lake? I'm
don't-
saying within 5 miles. Because you already say the lake's like fucking 20 miles down the road. That's not here. That's
No.
there.
Anyway, let me get back to my
All right, I'm
story,
sorry.
man.
Okay. We're interrupting. I'm sorry.
Please.
So anyways,
We.
so this man drowns, and he didn't end up dying, and some like power possessed him, and then so
We're not going to elaborate
Like
on the
powder.
power.
anyways,
That 90s movie, Powder?
Yeah, the guy got struck by lightning and had fucking superpowers. This guy drowned in a lake, and he's Aquaman all of a sudden.
no, just wait, dude. So he didn't end up dying, and he just became this creature, which when he came out of the water.
It just sounds like a guy got baptized and he came.
Baptized.
He came out a fucking muddy blob, dude.
He's the creature from the Black Lagoon.
No, the
No,
back
that
of
at least
the-
has a shape, dude. This
No,
is the
dude,
blob.
he's like a fucking blob of mud who like haunts this place, dude. How ridiculous is that?
Wait a minute,
Imagine-
so you're telling me there's a blob that comes down?
It's like a fucking brown flubber
that comes trickling
rolling down the road.
Or just just a flubber attacking you.
Fuck.
So that's the monsters.
Yeah,
I was really hoping for something more.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's all we do is we just hope.
I feel like Daniel's scarier. How you doing there, buddy? You there? You still scared?
All right. So during my research, man, I found a bunch of fucking newspaper articles. I mean, like so many from like when it started. There were like, let me see, where is it? Oh, I got it in my pocket.
We were talking about the lighter he's handing me.
Yeah.
You got the news articles in your
Queso's
pocket?
pulling news articles. We're fucking 19, God knows when, out of his pocket.
Yeah. So the first newspaper article that I found was in 1968.
He's just a newspaper boy pulling out of his pocket. Mister,
Mister, hear all about it.
So
meanwhile, back at the old folks' home, we got Proctor Road here.
The first one was published on November 24th, 1968. And the headline was, "Is there a monster of Proctor Valley Road?"
I feel like you're just going to the area and just going like 1960, like November 4th, November 5th. All right, never mind. I'm sorry, I'm dumb.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Anyways, so the headline reads, "Is there a monster of Proctor Valley Road? Teens hunt him with guns, 4 cows shot." So, a huge, hairy, elusive monster had been seen roaming the area of Proctor
Wait a
Valley.
minute, we almost got a lynch mob thing going on?
No.
Yeah.
It's
the
modern
teens
day fucking teenagers with guns.
Yeah. Dude.
They don't have torches. They're not coming through. Lynch! Lynch! Lynch!
You know, thinking about that, dude, that's actually scary as fuck. Because imagine your drunk ass has a teenager with a gun.
Right, dude.
With a big fucking
I'd have less friends.
30-30 lever action.
It's like the only gun you know. You just gave the 30-30.
AK-47.
Anyways, teenagers had said that they had seen the Thing lurking at night in a grove of trees, around shacks, behind like rock piles, just hiding from everybody and shit, And then one kid said,
I'm not going to make it. Shit, this sucks. Sorry.
Are you falling?
Shit. Rough terrain, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, talk some
In the prairies.
Let me get orchestrated really quick. Go for it. I'm listening.
No, yeah. Carlos has a good story.
Yeah, so one kid said he had a shot at something moving swiftly in the dark, but when we went to go investigate, he found nothing but a big amount of blood on the ground. So, I mean,
He shot a fucking one of them. He shot one of them goddamn
one of your
fucking cows.
What was it? A cow fuck?
It's a cow fuck.
A cow fuck. He shot a cow fuck.
Yeah, a number of people had been calling Star News, which is the article. It was from Chula Vista Star News, to report mysterious sightings that they assumed was the Proctor Valley monster. And then there was other people that were calling in to report like the vandalism caused by the people searching for the beast, One rancher reported that 4 of his cows had been shot dead late at night because people had been mistaking them for the monster. Dude.
Cow fuck.
Poor fucking cows, man. And then farmers also reported that farmers had also reported that bands of hooligan teenagers carrying rifles and shotguns, some on motorcycles. Dude, like that just like reminds me of just like 80s movie, just like a gang of fucking
this sounds
badass
actually
kids.
pretty awesome.
A guy just rolled
There's
up.
a motorcycle gang. They got guns.
And they're like out searching for the goddamn
Of
monster
course, I
shit.
don't know why they're shooting the goddamn cow fucks.
But anyways, they were like cutting through fences and they were just like blasting away at houses and trees and anything they fucking came across because they thought it was the fucking goddamn beast.
See, again, this was probably the way I would react if I was a teenager with a gun, right?
Dude, imagine that though. You're just like chilling on your little farm, your little ranch. You hear these like fucking gang of motorcycles coming through and you just like get drive-by it and shit, Dude, that would be fucking crazy. Where the fuck are you going?
Cow fuck.
He wants to find a cow fuck.
Let me know if you find them.
Dude, all I know is like, it's kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of like some post-apocalyptic fucking teenage biker game with guns, dude.
Yeah.
just fucking blasting off, having a good fucking time.
Yeah, but it's still a little bit shady, man. Imagine you just shoot somebody just because you think it's a monster, you know?
Well, yeah. Come on, Ben Tramer, Halloween.
Oh,
Oh, Ben Tramer, remember?
Ben Tramer.
It was Halloween 2, right? Ben Tramer. Yeah, take it out.
Yeah.
They thought he was Michael Myers. Done.
All right, so then the next report I found was a teen driving through the road reported that an 8-foot beast popped up from behind the hill and fucking dropped a boulder on his Volkswagen.
That's a Ben Tramer story.
And then just another old timer tale about the family that lived there. Oh, I told you guys about that, you know, where the man went to town and his teenage daughter and she was killed.
Yeah, old timing man.
Yeah, the old timing man. And then so the following week, another article was issued talking about how a young man had come into Star News with a set of footprints that he had found, and he casted them in plaster. Yeah, apparently there were footprints. And then he also brought in a roll of film with like pictures of the ground where the footprints were at.
Oh, this is pretty legit. I like it.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like,
Got evidence to back his story.
I mean, I didn't see the evidence.
He took pictures and
it was just
he plastered.
But I mean, how easy is it to fucking make footprints? You know?
Oh, never mind.
Anyways, the casts were of 3 large footprints that measured 7 inches across, with 3 toe-like projections. So, what, like a Ninja Turtle type thing? He only had 3 toes.
3 feet
Teenage
across.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I just know. Back it up a little bit. 3 feet
What?
across.
He said 3 toes, buddy.
No, yeah, he found 3 large footprints that measured 7
well,
inches
obviously none of us
across.
are paying attention.
Oh.
7 inches. But
That's still pretty
but
good
it only had 3 toes.
They
Anyways,
lost a couple. Hey, diabetes is fucking serious, man. You can lose a couple of toes. You don't know what
7
this
inches across?
You don't know his fucking diet?
No, that's a true monster.
What, diabetes?
No. When you got 3 toes, dude. Tell me how many things have 3 fucking toes in
All
them.
right. You want to know something about this monster, Dano? He wrote a letter.
No, just wait, man.
Oh, God.
No, you want to know about the monster? He's got a big fat chode. Anything
What's
with
wrong
3
with-
fucking toes
All right,
has got to have a big fat chode.
all right, go for it, kids.
So anyways, so the dude had apparently seen a moving figure out in the shadows, but lost it once he started following it. And then the next day he went back to, you know, where he saw it, and that's where he found the tracks. And that's where he
That's
took
the guy that.
Dude, this
the
is the
guy who
most
took the
boring
plaster.
monster I've ever heard about in my
No,
life.
dude, this guy was on a mission to find a monster, and he found it.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know. I feel like this monster's doing crossword puzzles and shit. This monster sucks.
Yeah. So
Well,
all this I'm getting is from the Star News articles.
Well,
Right?
like what I was talking about, all this shit is actually reported.
Yeah.
There is
Yeah.
actual literal
Dude, okay.
like, newspaper articles about everything we're fucking talking about.
Well,
Well-
the Proctor Valley Monster.
Actually,
I didn't find any articles
some
on
of my shit's
anything
coming
else.
For fucking like creepypasta and Reddit,
Yeah,
but it's all
yeah.
good.
Okay, it's on their Reddit. Whatever you say. I don't give a shit.
It's one step above YouTube videos. Okay, I'm
Right.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Anyways,
Read about
dude,
it.
okay, so check this out.
I read it.
This little bit that I found was in a section of the teen forum.
Team
It was-
Beat?
What?
Oh, I thought you said Team B. Oh,
No,
I was
no.
thinking-
Team
I was thinking of JTT. I'm sorry. That was on my mind. Tiger Beat, Team Beat, JTT.
Yeah, it was
What
a
about
teen.
the JTT?
It was a
Jonathan
teen.
Taylor Thomas, dog.
Oh, that's tight.
Come on, you know you're
That's
badass if you're
tight. I
3
love
names,
that.
dog. Mitchell Paul
I fucking
Goosen.
love that, dude.
Right, dude?
I didn't know it was fucking an acronym.
No, it's just the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, so this was a part of a teen forum that was published in the newspaper in 1968. And some kid, you know, he wrote in, all right, check it out. So this is how it reads. Dear Mr. G, the other night I was in Proctor Valley and I saw the monster. It was shaped like a cow, except for its face, which looked a lot like the beasts which were on the earth before people. I had my bird dog with me, and the monster made a strange noise, and in a split second devoured my dog and turned on me. I rushed to my car and got the door shut just as he was about to grab me. I want you to know I first gave the story. Signed, KR. All right, so check this out. So
What,
now,
the noise?
so Mr. G responds, Dear KR, Thanks for the scoop, but I think you have problems. Consult the yellow pages of your telephone book.
Fool, why do you like use the dog as a shield? I'm actually mad at this guy, man. What kind of dog is that?
KR?
Yeah, well, whoever the fuck got their dog killed.
Kenny Rogers?
Take care of your dog. It's a great thing.
All right, dude. So
Kenny Rogers.
KR, baby.
this shit just
He
keeps
signed
getting.
to KR.
This shit just keeps getting wilder and fucking wilder, man. All right, so on December 5th, 1968.
Dude, again, everything's like in 68.
In the summer of love, baby.
Summer of
So-
love. Dude, this is a high drug.
You know how many love
This is when the whole panic happened. So everyone's all
whole
fucking
panic of
reporting.
taking LSD.
Yeah, I guess. But anyways, so the article reads: Monster leaves letter, confesses vandalism.
Oh no!
All right, so here
All right.
we're getting to the letter.
All right.
Yeah, give me a second. So apparently, Star News had received a very peculiar letter as dusk lowered over the city. A tattered, dirty envelope thrust through the mail slot of the front door. Someone said that a noise like stampeding cattle was heard as the mysterious deliverer ran away. Inside the envelope was a letter, very shittily written, that read, and now this is where fucking Monster Dan comes in.
Pepper Dick Dan.
All right. So
All right,
I don't know why we're like glossing over this, but this monster's literate.
Just
It
wait.
can read and write.
Hopefully you can read my writing.
Like, is this English? Is it Spanish?
It's English.
So the monster's actually new.
Yeah.
Because I mean, a few hundred years ago.
It starts here. Ooh, I can't. It starts right there, where the quotation marks are. Quotation marks. Quotation marks.
Well, I
See
mean,
it? Do you see it?
So
honestly,
apparently, this big dick beast was literate.
yeah.
Could read and write.
Coming to find out, that's pretty
So-
amazing.
So he writes, in confessing to vandalism and destruction of vehicles and to the harassment, the minds of hundreds of people who seen or heard of me, I am great physical, mental pain. So I am in great physical and mental pain. My writing is proof of my most intelligent vocab.
Vocabulary.
Why is this monster emo and a narcissist?
Vocabulary.
God damn.
But my problems prevent me from writing sincerely,
Sanely.
sanely.
Okay, we've obviously established the monster has a better education than you.
He's much more literate than Pepper Dick Dan. I was born in the mountains of Northern California when my parents were murdered by Hody Creations.
I think it says Hootie and the
I think it
Blowfish.
says God. God's. Where? Oh, whatever. Read your story.
By Hody Creation. Snow.
What?
And so
Dude, I don't know where this guy's
I
going.
went on my own to discover reality. My body has been taken over by some sort of virus, coronavirus, or disease that made me grow to enormous heights.
We're doing a podcast about how haunted this place is. Not really haunted. Nah, this shit ain't haunted.
You seen shit? Who's he? Thor?
Hell yeah. All right, thanks, man.
Thank you. Okay, I'll get back to the story in a minute. But we had some people come by that have really seen some shit. And they thought hold on. They thought we might have been playing
The Ouija board.
with a hot damn Ouija board.
A Ouija board.
I hate your pronunciation of that. I felt like you just didn't get
Okay,
Q in school.
back to the
You
story.
just like when Q came up, you were absent.
I
that
went
day.
on my own to discover reality. My body has been taken over by some sort of virus
So the fucking monster's on LSD
or
too.
disease that made me grow to enormous heights with a huge penis. Overwhelming strength.
I feel like he ad-libbed that one.
I am some sort of Roman numeral to another Roman numeral by question mark year of age and weight of some sort of Roman numeral to 370 pounds. I'm still increasing in size and also my penis. Have strength of myself. I was found by an old-timing woman when I was 5 years old.
What? Wait a minute.
She was the one who taught me how powerful my big penis would be, as well as my vocabulary. I will leave this god some sort of Roman numeral valley. But if harassed in any way, I will strike down with great vengeance upon thee with my penis. And I will strike once more in last revenge. I feel bad about the trouble I've created or caused. Some sort of Roman numeral. And the loss of my friends who also had big penises. And I will decapitate all these cattle that have been shot.
Why would he decapitate them?
Some sort of Roman numeral.
So he just ends it abruptly?
And then it was signed with a footprint.
Oh, it was signed with a big giant toad slapped in the sands of Proctor Valley Road.
Yeah, so then...
Well, I mean, honestly, the way Dan told that story, if that monster exists, hopefully he's going to be pissed to come say something, right?
That'd be tight. And then, so then the reporter goes on to say that there's a group organizing a relief fund to bring medical aid to the monster for the virus causing it harm.
Well, I got lost in that letter. I don't know if it was because of fucking Double Dick Dan or whatever the fuck he is today. Yeah,
Some sort of Roman numeral. I don't know how to read.
I want to see your writing, Queso, because I think he just doesn't understand what a V looks like, and he just thinks it's a 5 all day. He's just missing out. Well, you guys need to go to school, man. You miss Q and he missed Roman numerals. I mean, God, you can use a fucking Super Bowl to figure that shit out. All right, he's giving me a look.
Yeah.
I just heard Super Bowl and I don't know what to think.
All right.
Are we still on this monster? Because
dude, there's so much on this monster.
Sucks. I hate this monster.
Anyways,
did you guys enjoy my story though?
No, because the monster sucks. So, he's not even scary. Okay, if this monster did exist, I would pretty much punk his ass if he came up here. Because he's not even scary.
Let me just read you one last thing that I also found. So,
fabulous.
This is another version of how the monster was created.
Is it scary or is
no?
it?
It's just more like just wait. I'll tell you. All right. So this comes from a letter from a retired Sweetwater Union High School district teacher, who shares the origin of the story. But I don't think so. I don't think it's an origin. I think it's just like some kids making the shit up because this was after after all this shit happened. Anyways, so Otto Rowland and friend John Eaton were dairy farm kids, right? Both of their family.
We haven't heard that term in a while.
Both of their
big dairy farm kid.
Both of their family, they owned dairy farms near Proctor Valley. In 1947, the two friends were riding their horses on San Miguel Road, which intersects with Proctor Valley Road. On the ride, they spotted a cow in distress. You know, the cow was giving birth.
I do them over cows tonight again,
dude. You came to Town Road, man. Or Town Road, cow road.
Hey, take my cow to the old Town Road.
Anyway, so they saw this so the cow was giving birth to a dead calf, right?
Oh, a demon car.
You guys play with the Ouija board?
God damn it, Astro, man.
And so the cow was giving birth to a dead calf, and being raised on a dairy farm, they had both already witnessed the
Wait a
vets.
minute. If that calf dies, do they got to like Mike Pence it and like have a funeral and shit? Sorry, political joke done. If you get it, you get it. It's
Oh,
fine.
Mike Pence! Political joke!
Yeah, I threw it in there. It was good. It was good. But okay,
Back to the
good.
Ouija dicks.
Anyway, so they had like witnessed like vets, operating on their cows and shit on the farm and shit.
What's
So
vets?
they kind of had an
Vets,
idea.
dog,
Vets.
veterinarians.
Oh, I thought they had an A.
Well, we'll
I
explain
thought it
it
had
to
a
you what
vowel
that
at the
profession is in a little bit. It's a doctor for an animal.
So they kind of already knew how to operate on it just from witnessing and whatever. They operated and then they kept the dead calf. The cow had taken off at that time, and then being the fucking demented assholes that they were, they decided to play a prank.
Thank you for saying that because I was thinking it.
They fabricated a story of a monster living on Proctor Valley Road. They used their knives to cut up the cow to make it look like it had been chewed on. Then they hung it on barbed wire fence and created tracks in the mud to make it seem like the monster had killed the newborn calf and chewed it up.
I feel like this is why we need to start fucking worrying about mental health and maybe fund it a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, so all they had to do was just spread the story. They went to the only 2 stores in
What,
town.
spread it like butter?
Yeah, spread it like
Walgreens,
butter,
one of
man.
them?
They went to the only 2 stores in town and they started telling their tale.
The local Walgreens.
Then they repeated at their junior high and and like any chance they'd get, and then cars started coming out here to Proctor Valley and then try to catch the glimpse of the monster and then just like,
Just what we're doing.
yeah, right? So,
Awesome.
yeah, I don't know. That's a bit
Oh,
fucked
no,
up.
Great!
man.
You took my awesome out of context. It was more about we're done talking about this boring ass monster. It's not even scary.
Dude.
This
But dude,
unhaunted ass place.
How fucked up is that, man? They got this dead baby cow and they started cutting it up with their
How-
knives
Why
just
are
to
you
make it.
presented to me like it's
How
the
cool
truth?
was
These are-
the monster's
I feel like
letter?
there's just nothing happening
In
around
the
here where everybody had a
newspaper.
wild imagination. It should have just gone into sci-fi, for God's sakes.
That's not sci-fi, man. These kids fucking found
No,
a
I'm
dead
not
cow
saying
and they
it's
just
sci-fi.
chopped it
I'm
up
just
into
saying
fucking.
if they would have made it a little more interesting.
They're
going that route.
psychos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, more. Yeah.
Mutilating the cow.
All these stories make me afraid of the
Fucking cow.
citizens that live around here.
Yeah, man. And fucking, you got gangs of motorcycle kids with rifles and
Oh, yeah,
shotguns.
that's
Bunch
kinda
of Michael Myers.
I'm not really. I kind of like the gang with motorcycles. It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
As long as they dress punk,
Because
right?
they're tough.
very 1980s.
Could they be like that cliche punk 80s movie
Yeah, right.
where they're like driving down,
When
but
they got
they're
switchblades and shit.
but they have a boombox with Run DMC going.
Right.
Snorting lines of cork. God damn it. Snorting lines of coke.
That's all the research. I mean,
Are you
there's
just going
there's
off
so
of the
much.
Demons movie? I know you are. Good.
The what?
Good
The
one.
Demons movie?
He made a Demons movie reference.
Yeah. Well, they're snorting coke out of a Coca-Cola
Cocaine.
bottle.
The punks.
It's great, dude.
You never seen that?
Mm-mm.
What is it? Demons Part
You
2?
gotta
The
see
Hotel?
that.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
great.
great fucking
Yeah.
movie.
It's
No,
great.
I've never seen it.
I'm kind of disappointed in your lack of enthusiasm for horror movies.
It's a great fucking movie. There's so many funny parts in it. You're just like, this is awesome.
Mikle, I think it's Mikle Suave is the director.
Is it? I'm glad.
Well, I could tell you and you'd believe
I'm
me.
glad I didn't start
Yeah,
name
yeah.
dropping.
Yeah, I can just
I
make
was
him a
gonna say
fucking name and you
something
believe my ass. You're too focused on dicks for some reason tonight.
Yeah, dude, you're obsessed
Big-
with them, man. I'm
Yeah!
gonna buy you a
Sorry, I've been gargling dicks all night.
All right, so here we are. It's past midnight. We're out here by ourselves on the road. Nothing has happened. No banshee screams.
big. Yeah.
No woman in white. No monster.
No demon cars.
Nothing.
Oh, also, I guess
I have
Report-
around.
supposedly you're supposed to see like kids' handprints. What's that?
What? Show me. Show me, please.
Yeah, like you find like kids' handprints on your car because there was a story about a bus that crashed out here.
Oh God. Not another. Oh God.
This
Why
is
every place
juicy.
you take me has a fucking bus that crashes?
Shut
Why
up,
is
John. I wanna hear
everybody's
the
bus
story about the
driver
bus.
auto, dude. I don't
Stop.
understand.
Right.
What? You want to hear the bus story?
Yes.
I don't know too much. All I found was that.
He doesn't know because it wasn't cool and it
Because
wasn't
a bus
interesting.
Yeah, I
crashed.
didn't really research into it because it's too generic.
But that's what leads the handprints on your vehicle.
The kids.
The kids from the bus,
Okay,
Yeah.
so kids died in a bus and they touch your fucking car.
Yeah.
and they write "wash me" on the back window. Yeah, fucking awesome. They suck too. I feel like everybody and everything sucks. So we're over the monster. We got the murder dude. We got the lady. What do we got? We got the kids.
Is there by any chance Chupacabra.
What?
A chupacabra. That's what it's called, right?
It's so funny because there's actually reported sightings of a chupacabra around here.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never.
Goat fuckers, right?
Goat suckers?
Goat suckers.
Yeah. Yeah. Chupacabras.
Yeah.
I don't know,
So
man.
I mean, this place has every lined up cliche story to fit.
I feel
sort
like
of-
most of the places we're
they
going to go
all
to
are,
are going to have
dude.
the same
We've
thing,
researched and we're going to them. You guys are gonna hear about them, and you guys will see the pattern.
man. Yeah.
This isn't haunted. There is no ghost. Stop being a wiener. Well, except for
need
Dan,
to
because he really
chupacabra.
wants them. And just come out here and have a beer or something.
And Pepper Dick Dan over here going to be
I mean,
scared.
honestly, like,
Pepper Dick Dan is reporting live every Saturday. You want to come down
but I
and
mean,
hear about the chupacabra.
the only thing you should actually know about this place is we're in San Diego and it's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, Chula Vista.
So stop trying to ruin with shitty ass
San
stories.
Diego County by far.
And if you're gonna make a monster, make it fucking cool and scary, dude. Not some fucking cow fuck, dude. God damn. I feel like I wasted a few brain cells here in these
Yeah.
days.
No, I feel like you got some education.
I really wish I could just see something, man. I could just be like, come on, you know?
Yep.
It's
Well,
just-
Get behind me, Satan!
oh, wait. I gotta ask you, Queso. Please tell me. Please tell me there's satanic activity over here.
I mean, I'm sure.
There always
know?
is, right?
It's dark, you know, there's hills, there's nothing here.
Oh man.
And also reports of the 1980s of KKK gatherings and cults and blah, blah, blah. Same old shit. Fucking different area.
Awesome. You know what?
What
I'd be
the
interested
fuck
in.
is the KKK doing down in fucking Chula Vista?
Hey, dude. Actually, fucking, they're all
They got
around here,
balls.
dude. No, the fuck.
They got fucking cojones.
They're all down here, dude. I'm not even joking. This place is hot for that
Really?
shit. Yeah. Fuck that noise. Anyways, dude. So let's just all wrap this up really quick. And dude, I'm not scared.
Yeah, I mean,
Nothing's fucking happened. It's all a bunch of bullshit to me. What do you think, Queso?
yeah, always.
What do you think, Dan?
I think you're all a bunch of bullshit.
Wait, are you feeling like a presence, dog, an aura?
You
Yeah.
feel all sorts of shit right now.
I bet you do.
So we're about halfway down the road and we're going to finish the journey here soon. And
If anything happens, of course, we will come back on here and tell you. But other than that,
If we can,
If we
might
can.
die. That's
Yeah.
what I forgot
we
about
might
that.
get beat to death
by what?
by a severed dick
God the come on,
of
man.
a fucking monster.
Why would there just be a severed
Because
dick?
he can rip my dick off. He can rip his dick off and beat you to death with it.
No, I'm actually scared of that monster.
That's some serious shit.
I feel like you know a lot about this monster.
Oh,
I feel like
Yeah,
you know a lot about
I do.
dick.
about monster dicks? Yeah, because I've come into contact with at least
Monster-
one or two severed monster dicks. And it's dangerous. So don't take it lightly.
All right, guys. So again, thank you guys for joining us, listening in.
Yes, thank you guys.
We're gonna be reporting from another area. We'll keep you posted.
Yeah.
And like always, dude, there's nothing to fucking see here.
And if anybody wants to contact us or send us any,
We want places that you think are haunted.
yeah. Go ahead. Send us some ideas for us to go scope out.
Like I'm craving a mental institution.
yeah.
I
That'd
think,
be-
if,
that
I
would-
think if something is haunted, that would
See,
be that.
I don't know if it'd be haunted. It'd just be more creepy just because
Dude, it's
the
gonna be
history, and there's like,
History of fucking the tools
Dude,
of the
torture.
trade.
yeah, man.
Ripping kids'
Oh my
teeth
God.
out,
You know,
dicks, or I don't know,
dude,
teeth or some shit.
Your
Hey.
Freudian slip. You just really wanted to say dick right there, but you tried
Goddamn.
coming up with teeth.
I'm
You
obsessed
tried.
with dicks because of this damn monster.
Also, next week we will figure out which body part Daniel is obsessed with.
Is it dicks next week?
I think it's taints.
Is it dick?
Taints.
Oh my God! Look at that footprint.
We walked in this area. Remember?
No.
What are you doing?
What the hell happened there? You just got distracted.
That footprint is at least 7 or 8 feet across.
What the fuck? That's a giant footprint.
All right, guys.
Anyways, yeah, if you guys want to reach us, email us at ntshpodcast@gmail.com, and we'll try to answer you guys, and yeah, just send us your ideas and what you guys think. If you guys hate us, let us know. If you guys like us, let us know.
Oh, please do. Oh my God, really. Dude, if you guys are like seriously ghost hunter people, dude, please email us. I really want to hear your rants.
No, yeah.
Oh
please.
yeah,
And
definitely.
we will
God.
fucking rendezvous at a ghost spot.
Yeah.
Because these guys don't fucking believe. And they need an awakening.
Oh, thank you. Please
sure.
awaken me.
Awaken.
Oh my God.
Awaken
But
the
dude,
inner
we do
beast.
want to thank you guys all for listening. And
Yes, thank you.
all right, take it easy, guys.
All right, thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, guys, whatever you are, take it easy. Have a good one.
See you later.
Pepper Dick Dan.
Pepper Dick Dan.
Pepper Dick.